Women's body language can say a lot more than words ever could. But what if you could pick up on those signals and understand exactly what they mean? The way a woman moves, smiles, or even crosses her arms can reveal a lot about how she's feeling or what she's thinking. These are things you might not even notice at first, but once you know what to look for, everything changes. In this video, we'll start with the subtle signs that are easy to miss and work our way up to the most powerful body language cues that scream attention. These signals aren't always obvious, but they can give you insight into someone's true feelings. Whether you're trying to understand a woman in a social setting or even in a romantic situation, knowing how to read these signs can make all the difference. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be able to spot the signs like a pro. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share if you find this helpful. And let's get right into the top body language clues you need to know. You won't want to miss this. Number 8. The secret smile. One of the most subtle yet telling body language cues in women is the secret smile. This smile is not just any ordinary grin. It's a quiet, knowing expression that she might give when she's thinking about something personal or feeling good about herself. It's a kind of smile that might appear unexpectedly, and it's often hard to notice unless you're paying attention. The key to understanding the secret smile is that it's a signal of inner satisfaction or contentment. This smile often appears when a woman is experiencing joy or pride, but it's not something she openly expresses in words. Instead, it's a fleeting expression that tells a story of her emotions. For example, she might give this smile when she's thinking about a compliment she just received, or recalling a fun memory. When she gives this smile in your direction, it's often a sign that she feels a sense of connection, or that she's enjoying the moment. It's not just a smile meant for anyone. It's one meant for someone specific, possibly signaling a deeper level of interest or affection. Recognizing this smile can help you understand how a woman feels in the moment without her having to say anything. It's a small yet powerful clue about her emotions. Number 7. The hair flick effect. The hair flick is one of the most classic and obvious body language cues that women often use when they're feeling confident or want to attract attention. This gesture involves tossing or flicking their hair back, which is an unconscious movement that can signal a variety of things depending on the context. In many cases, a hair flick can be a sign of confidence. When a woman flicks her hair, she might be trying to show off her beauty or draw attention to herself. It's an instinctive way of positioning herself as more attractive in a situation. This behavior is especially common when she's in a social setting, such as a party or a group conversation, where she wants to stand out. On a deeper level, the hair flick can also be a subconscious attempt to signal interest in someone. When a woman does this while engaging with a man, it can be a signal that she's trying to get his attention or make herself seem more appealing. If you notice this happening when you're near her, it could be a sign that she's interested in you and is trying to catch your eye without being too obvious about it. However, it's important to keep in mind that not all hair flicks are flirtatious. Sometimes it's simply a reflex or a way of managing long hair. Understanding the context and other signs will help you determine the true meaning behind this gesture. Number 6. The power pose. The power pose is a body language signal that often gets overlooked but carries a lot of meaning. When a woman takes up more space with her body or stands tall with her chest out, she's likely demonstrating a powerful form of self-confidence. This stance signals that she feels in control and comfortable in her environment. A woman who assumes a power pose is showing that she's ready to take charge, whether in a social setting, work environment, or personal interaction. She may stand with her shoulders back, legs apart, and her posture straight. This is a nonverbal cue that says she feels strong, competent, and ready to face whatever challenges come her way. Power poses aren't only about physicality, they also indicate mental strength. If a woman is feeling empowered or in charge of a situation, she might naturally fall into this pose as a way of asserting her position. On the other hand, if you notice her moving away from this pose, such as slumping or crossing her arms, it might indicate a loss of confidence or discomfort in the current situation. Paying attention to her posture can give you a clear picture of how she's feeling emotionally and mentally. If she's standing tall and confident, it's likely that she's in a positive headspace and feels good about herself. Number 5. The subtle touch is a powerful way that women communicate their feelings. And the subtle touch is one of the most telling forms of body language. This can range from a light touch on your arm, a gentle hand on your back, or even a playful nudge. The subtle touch often happens when she feels comfortable with you, but it's also a way for her to express affection or interest. A woman might use subtle touch to establish a closer connection with someone she likes or to show affection. It's a way of breaking the physical barrier and creating intimacy without the need for words. This kind of touch can also be a sign of trust. When a woman reaches out to touch you in a casual, non-threatening way, it's often an indication that she feels safe around you and is comfortable expressing herself. In romantic situations, a subtle touch can be a more flirtatious sign. If she touches her hair or places her hand on your shoulder or arm during conversation, it may be her way of subtly communicating that she's attracted to you or wants to deepen the connection. In a social or casual setting, subtle touches can be a sign of camaraderie or friendship, but the key is to observe the context and other body language cues to better understand the message. Number 4. The eye spark. The eye spark is a key indicator of interest and attraction. It's that moment when her eyes light up, and you can almost see the excitement or joy in her gaze. The eyes are often called the windows to the soul, and they reveal emotions and intentions that words sometimes can't express. When a woman's eyes light up in your presence, it could be a sign that she feels a deep connection or is experiencing positive emotions around you. This spark may appear when she's smiling, talking about something she's passionate about, or simply enjoying the interaction with you. It's a clear indication that she's engaged and feels good about the moment. If you notice this eye spark happening repeatedly when you're talking to her, it's a strong sign that she's interested in you, whether romantically or in a friendly manner. On the other hand, if her eyes seem dull, disinterested, or distant, it could be a sign that she's not feeling connected to the conversation or that her attention is elsewhere. Understanding the eye spark can help you gauge how engaged a woman is with you. It's a powerful way to measure her emotional state and level of interest. Number 3. The crossed arms clue. Crossed arms are one of the most common body language signals that people interpret in various ways. For women, crossing their arms can often be seen as a sign of defensiveness or discomfort. However, it's essential to recognize that it's not always negative. Crossed arms might simply be a way to keep warm or to feel more comfortable when standing. When a woman crosses her arms in front of her chest, it can be a sign that she's protecting herself emotionally. This could happen if she feels vulnerable or unsure in the situation. If she's crossed arms while speaking to you, it could mean she's not fully open to the conversation or that she's feeling cautious. However, crossed arms can also signal that a woman is thinking carefully about what's being said. She may not want to immediately react or might be trying to process information. If her body language softens after the crossed arms, such as uncrossing them or leaning toward you, it's a positive sign that she's becoming more comfortable and open. Pay attention to the context and other signs to understand whether the crossed arms are a sign of discomfort, disinterest, or simply a neutral stance. Number 2. The lean in. The lean in is one of the most powerful and unmistakable signs of interest. When a woman leans in toward you during a conversation, it's an indicator that she's engaged and paying attention. This body language cue tells you that she wants to be closer, both physically and emotionally, to what you're saying. It's her way of showing that she's interested in the conversation and values what you're sharing. This gesture is usually subconscious. The body naturally leans forward when a person feels connected to the conversation or the person they're talking to. If she leans in when you speak, it shows that she is not only focused on you, but also finds the interaction enjoyable or meaningful. It's one of those small actions that carries a lot of significance, especially when paired with other positive body language signs, like eye contact or a genuine smile. It's important to note that the lean-in can also happen when she feels comfortable in your presence. If the conversation is about something personal or emotional, leaning in can be a way of building intimacy. In a romantic context, it's a strong signal that she's not only interested, but also possibly attracted to you. However, keep an eye on her other body language signs as well. If she leans away from you or crosses her arms right after, it could signal that she feels unsure or uncomfortable. But when the lean-in is paired with open body posture and a relaxed demeanor, it's definitely a sign of positive attraction. Number 1. The open palms. The open palms are one of the most universally positive body language signs. When a woman shows her palms to you, especially in an interaction, it is often a sign of openness, trust, and vulnerability. It's a nonverbal way of saying, "I'm not hiding anything. I'm being real with you." This body language gesture is often associated with feelings of safety and honesty. For instance, when a woman's hands are open and visible in a conversation, it can signal that she's willing to be vulnerable and is not guarding herself. It's a gesture that demonstrates she's confident enough to express herself freely without fear of judgment. When she does this in front of you, it's a signal that she's comfortable and feels that the conversation is open and trustworthy. In a social or romantic setting, the open palms can also signal receptiveness. If you see her holding a drink or an object with both hands, but the palms are facing upward or open, it shows that she's relaxed and engaging with the moment. In some cases, this can also indicate that she's waiting for a deeper connection or that she's emotionally available. Unlike closed gestures, such as crossing arms or hands hiding in pockets, open palms are a welcoming and non-threatening sign. They show that she's ready to connect, and it's up to you to recognize this openness and respond appropriately. Before you go, think about all the body language signs we've talked about today. Did you catch them in your interactions? Recognizing these signals could change how you see conversations and help you understand others better. Women's body language is filled with clues that give away their true feelings. Whether it's the way they smile, the way they move, or even how they position themselves around you, these actions speak volumes. By paying attention, you could discover things you never noticed before. Now, the real question is, will you be able to spot these signs the next time they happen? Keep practicing and watch for the subtle shifts in how people communicate with their bodies. It could make all the difference in how you connect with others. If you enjoyed learning about these signs and want more helpful tips, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who might find it interesting. There's always more to uncover, and we have plenty more to share with you. Keep watching for more insights that could make you a master of reading body language. Thanks for tuning in.